Your success in network marketing is directly related to your team's success in network marketing. It's kind of like the chicken or the egg. Which came first? I don't know. This is the same with network marketing. If you want to have success, you need to have a team that is successful. You do not just want anybody with a heartbeat. You want people that are hardworking, confident, trustworthy, motivated, kind. You want people that are just like you. You want leaders that are just like you. In this video, we're going to talk about what is a leader and how does that improve team dynamics. Secondly, we're going to talk about how to use events to strengthen your team. And lastly, I'm going to share with you how to identify and develop the leaders on your team. What is a leader? What are the qualities of a leader? Let me know in the comments below. If you had to pick 5 qualities of a leader, what would they be and why? My friend called me and asked me to go out to breakfast with a leader in her company that was coming into town. Now, I knew what was up. I knew that she was in network marketing. She'd invited my husband to come to a couple of home meetings. When she called me and said that she was going to breakfast with this business partner and asked me to come, I kind of felt that obligation to go. So I was like, all right, fine. We'll go to breakfast. Now, what I was expecting was that it was going to be a pitch the entire breakfast and that her business partner was going to be trying to talk me into all of the reasons why I should join this network marketing company and convince us on why it would be a good opportunity and a good fit for us. My husband and I had already decided beforehand that we weren't joining. We didn't have the money to join. It wasn't something I was interested in. We'd been in a network marketing company in the past and it had not been what we'd wanted or thought it was going to be. And we'd kind of sworn off network marketing forever, so to speak. Well, when we got to the breakfast, it was absolutely the opposite of what I was expecting. My friend's business partner didn't talk about the business at all. He whipped out his phone and he showed us pictures of his family and the things that they liked to do. And he talked about his kids and all of the fun activities they were involved in. And he even caught me off guard because he talked about how one of his sons was kind of going down a different path than they'd wanted him to go down and how they were struggling as parents, trying to figure out what to do to help this child out. He shared intimate details about his life and about his family that I wasn't expecting to hear. And as he did this, we made this connection. And I realized that he was just like me. He was just a regular guy providing for his family, and network marketing was how he'd chosen to do it. But remember, he hadn't said anything about network marketing. Well, I had a little guy that needed to go to kindergarten. And so I looked at him at the end of this breakfast and I was like, well, I got a jet. I got to take Andrew to school. It was fun to meet ya. Maybe I'll see you sometime in the future. That's when he ripped out the tear-off sheet. And he pointed at the business curve and he said, our company's down here and we're going up here. Do you want in? That was it. That's all he said to me. I climbed in the car and I looked at my husband and I said, I don't know how we're going to get the money to get in this company, but I want in. I had no idea what the products were. I had no idea what the company was. All I knew was that we'd formed this connection over breakfast with Tony. I liked him. I knew that he was like me. I knew that his kids were like my kids. And I made that connection that if Tony could do it, then I could do it too. People don't join MLM businesses because of the product or the opportunity. They join because of the person. People, when they're looking at MLM, only ask themselves 2 questions. The first question is, what's in it for me? And the second one is, can I do it too? By sitting at breakfast and getting to know Tony, he was able to answer both of those questions without talking about the opportunity or without talking about the business. I knew because of our conversation that I could trust him. I knew that if I got into business with him, that he'd come and he'd help me get started just like he was helping my friend. And I knew that because he was having success and because my friend was having success, that I could have success too. Let me know in the comments below, what attracted you to your network marketing company? What was it about the leaders that made you drawn to being part of that team? One of the big things that we did to strengthen our team and to develop leaders was to promote from event to event to event. And we've made events a high priority as part of our team members. And the way that we've helped people get there is to remove the friction. Why are your team members attending events or not attending events? To be able to make it easy for our team members to get there, lots of times we shared hotel rooms or rented Airbnbs where everybody could stay together. We've carpooled together. I've gone to the airport to pick up team members to make sure that they could get to the event and to make sure that they had a place to stay and that they were comfortable coming. Another thing that we did from the very get-go is that when we go to events, we always sit in the same exact section of the room. No matter what, this is where we always sit. Now, in the beginning, when we started sitting there, I would get up really early and go. And now as we've got more and more leaders on our team, everybody knows that that's where we go. So whoever happens to get there first saves the seats for the other team members. This has done a couple of things for our team. First off, everybody that comes knows that they've got a place to sit and that they're gonna be with friends. Secondly, it's strengthened all of the relationships of the people on the team because as we sit together, we form connections and bonds with other members of our team that if we were sitting in other spots of the rooms, just simply wouldn't be the case. The other thing that we've done is that we do fun activities during the event. It's really tempting to want to make an after event of the event and go talk about the learning and go do more team training. But I caution you not to do that. After the event is over or the end of the day, go out and do something fun. Go to a karaoke bar, go out to eat, go to a movie, just hang out front together and get to know each other. Talk about your shared experience. Talk about what network marketing means to you. Form these relationships. This has done a couple of things for our team. First of all, the events are fun. My husband is jealous when I go to events and he stays home and takes care of the kids because he knows that I'm having a great time and that I'm hanging out with my friends. So that's the first thing, is that we're all friends now, which when the going gets tough is really important because as people are not having success, number one, they need the events as a pick-me-up to be able to go and re-energize themselves and get excitement and passion back for the business. And secondly, when they maybe have a hard time, they form connections with people on our team that they can call and ask for help. And they also know that if they quit, they're not just letting themselves down, they're letting the whole team down. And this has made it so that people join the team and stay as they're getting the skills to be successful, because there is a little bit of a learning curve, even with all of the training and extra material and lead magnets that I give my team. They still have to go through that 30-day learning curve where they're implementing it. And events gives a way to share ideas, form friendships, make relationships, and you also learn testimonials and things that you wouldn't get if you didn't go to the event. Want to know more about my team? Click on the link in the description below and you can come find out a little bit more about my team. When I got started out in network marketing, I was a little bit micromanaging. I wanted to make sure that every single member on my team was successful. Well, I bet you can imagine how that turned out. You can't want something for somebody more than they want for themselves. I was really frustrated and I was talking to my upline and I was like, man, you come and you help me out all of the time, but I'm gonna do this whether you come or not. Why aren't we, spending more time with Susie and Alice and Tom? They're not coming. Why aren't we coming down there and helping them to catch fire, helping them to make phone calls? And what my upline said to me stopped me in my tracks. He said, you want to work with the leaders, and the leaders identify who they are. And I was like, say what? And he repeated it again. The leaders identify who they are. You've got limited time. Work with the people that want it. The people that want it are the people that are posting on social media even when they're not sure what to post. They're the people that are attending the training calls and the events even when they've got other things going on. They're the people that are hungry and want it. And they might not be having success yet. Their numbers might not be reflecting what they're doing, but their actions speak volume. Work with the people who deserve it, not the people who need it. Because if you work with the people who need it, you are always going to be dragging them along and convincing them of why they need to start. Work with the people that are doing their part, and your team will grow. There are some things that you can do to encourage leadership though. For example, after a team training, do a Zoom call and have the people that attended talk about their takeaways from the training. Not only is this going to give them a chance to be in a position of leadership and get to talk a little bit and get comfortable sharing their journey, but it's also going to help those people that didn't come to understand and catch some of that passion and excitement and want to come to the next event or the next training. You can also do book clubs. That was one of my favorite things that we did as we were starting out as a team. We had a weekly book club for women where we'd read a chapter in a personal development group, and then we'd all get on this group call with a host where we'd rotate who was hosting, and then different people in the call could pop in with what their favorite takeaways from the chapters were. This gave everybody on the team a great support system of women, and it also gave people a chance to get comfortable speaking in front of people, sharing their opinion, sharing their thoughts, and sharing different ways of looking at things, which translated to growth and momentum for our team. Another thing that you can do to help develop leaders who are maybe a little bit more shy or a little bit more nervous is to have them host video calls with you. You can do video trainings either in your private group or on your page where they have a moment to shine and they have a moment to share their experiences as they get comfortable with sharing. And since they're doing it with you, they know that you have their back and that you're not going to let them fail. What are some of the things that you do within your team to identify your leaders and to help develop your leaders? I'd love to know in the comments below. Make sure that you like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the tips or tricks for growing your network marketing business using social media. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.